Okay, in cell B2 here, I've typed in the time 12 o'clock midday. I'll just select that cell, and this is going to be a time format. Again, I could right click or go up to the number format on the ribbon there. Let's go to format cells this way though. Okay, we have time here, and doesn't seem to be much we can do with the times here. They all seem to be the same. But if we go down to custom here at the bottom, I can choose various options for my date format here. I already have it as hours, minutes and seconds. Okay, if I just scroll back up here, I can reduce it just to hours and minutes, and you can see it's giving me a sample up here, and I could even put AM or PM after it, and we'll just go OK to that. And if I wanted to change the time slightly, let's just say 5 minutes past. Okay, just hit return, and that becomes 12:05 PM. Okay, now we're going to look at copying formatting, so I'm just going to go back to sheet 1 here. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit more with these cities here. Okay, I'll just select them. They're bold already, they're Calibri size 12. I could give them a fill color as well. Let's do that. Let's get a light color, light blue, that will do. Okay, so that's the formatting for those cells. Now I'm going to right click and copy. I could have used the keyboard shortcut Control C, or I could have gone up to here. And I want to apply this formatting to our total contract values over here in column G. So I'll either go up to paste at the top here, probably quicker just to right click, and now I have my paste options, and I just want to run along here and just go to formatting. And now what that's done is applied the formatting from those cells in column A and applied them to the cells in column G. Very useful tool. I'll just show you one more like that. Let's say we'll take the city here, make the font size larger, let's just say 20. We'll make the color of it, let's make it stand out, red. We'll give it some fill color. That's about right. So I'll just copy that by right clicking, copy, and I'll apply it just to this one cell here. So I'll click into that one cell there, right click, and run along my paste options here, and you see the tips are running along the bottom here, and it's formatting that I want. Okay, and I'm just going to need to widen the column slightly to allow the text there. I could also still now reduce the font size on that, bring it down to say 16 so it fits into the cell. A very useful tool for copying the formatting is the Format Painter. I'm just going to select a couple of cells here and change the formatting. I'll make these bold, I'll make them size 14. I'll change the font color to orange, and I could also add some shading here. That kind of works. Oh no. Takes a while to experiment. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I go to Format Painter. Click on Format Painter. Notice now that my icon has got a little brush added onto it. So I'll left click the cells I want to apply this formatting to. Just run across as far as cell H1, let go, and there it's copied the formatting that way. If I wanted to clear the formatting from particular cells or even the whole worksheet, I can select the whole worksheet by clicking up here, top left hand corner, or I could have just selected the areas that I want to cover, and then I go up to the clear on the editing tab on the ribbon here, hit the down arrow and go clear formats, and that brings me everything back to default. I think it was better the way it was, don't you? So I'll just go Control Z to undo that and bring it back to where it was, and deselect, and that's clearing the formatting. Now, we've already seen a few times how to adjust the column width. Quite simply, you just put your mouse between the two columns that you want to make wider or more narrow, left click and drag them whichever way you want to go. Notice that it's showing the width at the top here. Okay, I can also select the column, right click and go to column width. At the moment it's 17.43, sorry. I'll just select that and type 20, and that should make it slightly wider. I can also do the same with rows. I'll just select row 1, which has already been adjusted for height. I can either go on the row between the two row selectors here, left click and drag it down or up as I need to. I don't want it too narrow, otherwise I'm going to be hiding text like so. Okay, I'll just bring that back down. But I can right click on the row selector and go row height. At the moment it's 60.75. I'll just select that and make it a little bit larger at 65, and then go OK. I can also adjust row and column heights by using a command on the ribbon here within the cells here. If I click the format down here, I can adjust the row height or auto fit row height. I'm just going to try that and see how that looks. It's only adjusted it slightly. I've only a row selected here, so I really want to select a column before I do anything with that. So let's do that. I'll select column A. So I'll go format, and I'll go auto fit column. This should make the column a little bit narrower, like so. And I have other options for default width, which is at the moment it's 8.43, but I could change that to whatever I wanted. If you're never sure of a row height to change, if I'll just select the row here and I'll just go adjust row height, it gives you a number, an amount on what the row height is at the moment. So just be aware that 18 is a common row height, but if I wanted to change just this one row to say 24, okay, just that row would be adjusted. Now you'll notice here that these are not in line here. We're going to come to that in a moment. That's to do with the alignment. Okay, I'll just bring the row 7 for Brussels back to normal. Okay, I created an action there, so to undo it I can just go Control and Z. That brings me back to normal. Okay, as I was saying here, as you were able to see there, that the contracts weren't in line with the average contracts. I'll just widen, or sorry, adjust the height there again to show you what I mean. See how these are different. Okay, I'm just going to select row 7 again here. This is to do with the alignments at the top here. Okay, I can middle align, left align, right align, center the content. At the moment we've got a mixture here, so I'm just going to go center to all of them. That brings everything into the center. It doesn't work for everything, I know. And we'll go align left here, see what that does. All the figures are aligned to the left. And now I'll hit my middle align, and that should line everything up on the same level. Okay, by default numbers would be right aligned. However, in most of these columns here, they're centered or indented. Okay, I'll just bring all these back to right align and show you what I mean. So I'll right align those right. Okay, except this one, which was centered. Now, what was going on there is you've got an indent in the rest of these. So we'll just look at indents now.